Can you share one special story about the Bay Area that you can remember?
The Bay Area. Oakland Coliseum, wrestling Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Started out the match, he jumped me before the bell. I never could get my feet underneath me. Probably about 7 minutes into the match, I don't know why I did this. I started crawling around and actually reaching out to the fans like a little girl begging for help. And the fans came into the ring. They came into the ring, and the police and the security. It made me realize to be careful what you wish for, because the fans were coming to my aid right in the Oakland Coliseum. So that's a memory I'll never forget.
When you were in WrestleMania 30, Hulk, did you expect it to be as big as it is now, 31 years later?
No, brother, I didn't have a clue. I mean, when we started this thing out, it was on a wing and a prayer, and all bets were off. I mean, it was Vince McMahon's vision. None of us understood it. We went, wait a minute, you're trying to change the wrestling business, you know? And he had this crazy vision to take over the world and turn it into a sports entertainment company. Thank God I was the hood ornament. And here we are 31 years later, and it's the greatest entertainment spectacle in the world. It's amazing how brilliant this guy is, and I don't question his vision anymore, because I may think there's a way to do things, but he's got 2 or 3 other ways to do them also.
Having said all that, could you comment just on your stature still, the star power? I mean, you're essentially the Frank Sinatra of all of pro wrestling.
Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra. Well, that's pretty cool, brother, you know, because I've had a lot of people say stuff to me, and that's really kind of you to say that. I didn't really understand this whole thing, because halfway through my run, you know, my 30-year run, I had Muhammad Ali. Every time he'd see me, he'd lean in my ear and go, "You're the greatest of all time, Hulk Hogan." I went, "No, you are, dude," you know. But, you know, now that I look back on this, it's the fans. It's the fans that were loyal. It's the fans that supported me. I mean, I'm 61 years old, and, you know, I go out to these buildings, and at WrestleMania, you'll see a bunch of red and yellow out there. And it's because the fans are so loyal. You know, they know I'm the real deal. They know, you know, I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I'm accountable, you know, but I am what I say I am, and they've stood with me. So it's all about the fans. They're so loyal. It's unbelievable.
Still hanging and banging in the gym with those big 24?
Yeah, man, still doing it. You know, worked out yesterday, and back's a little bit tweaked today, but everything's good. You know, after 9 back surgeries, I got to be a little careful.
So you're saying you got one more match in you?
Yeah, I'm saying that. You got a problem with that?
Oh, absolutely not. I'd love to see it happen.
No. You know, I always tease Vince because he had his last match, I think it was either 67 or something, you know. And I'm 61, and like Vince says, never say never. So, you know, I'm getting ready. Like, there's an opportunity, I'll seize it.
Who would you want to face in that match?
Well, if Roman Reigns wins that belt, brother, you know, my focus has changed. I was so worried about John Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin, but now my focus has kind of changed.
You rolled up with Roman Reigns, and the crowd hasn't exactly been on his side sometimes. Is there anything that you tell him to kind of keep him even keel?
Yeah, I told him today. I said, brother, just stay true to yourself, you know. You're going to get advice from a lot of people, you know. People are going to try to derail you. The fans believe in you. Some of them haven't learned who you are yet. Make them believe who you are. Let them know. It's like Roman Reigns says, believe that. Make them all believe instead of 70 or 80% or 50%. Make them all believe.
You've got volumes of stories throughout your great pro career. Can you share with us maybe the story where the first time you realized you were famous without even really expecting it?
I was going to the grocery store, and as you go up and down the aisles, you know, you always go up to the checkout counter and then back towards the end. And then I was kind of like rolling by the checkout counter, and I went, National Enquirer, Hulk Hogan has massive stroke. I went, wait a minute. You know, I'm on the cover of the National Enquirer, and I just had a stroke? Nobody told me. But yeah, that's the first time it kind of woke me up. When somebody put a big false story out in one of the tabloids, I went, wow, I guess I kind of am there. That's kind of the first time.